Hello, my starseed loved ones. Welcome back to the Soulmate Journey Empath. This is the reading that, hands down, since I've started doing readings, I am the most excited about delivering to you. And if you have been following me for a while, you may have noticed that the way that I have traditionally handled starseed readings is I've been called to use specific decks. I've pre-shuffled, laid those cards out, and had to pick a card pile. This reading is going to be different because this reading, I'm going to pull oracle messages for different starseed groups. But most of what I have picked up for this reading is through access to the Akashic Records. And as many of you know, Ascension is nigh. A lot of you have been working individually on your soul journey, working through karmic cycles, getting into alignment and soul consciousness. And for many of you, this has involved a significant commitment to your spiritual body and to getting in touch with your soul groups, and really coming into a sense of mission of what role do I individually have to play as a starseed, as a soul incarnated as part of the collective on planet Earth. And right now is a very, very crucial juncture in the ascension process for the collective. We effectively have started a split to a 5D timeline. The 3D timeline, 4D timeline is continuing, but the 5D has come in. And with us having the assistive energy of the portal, this reading is being recorded on the winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere here in the United States. And it's the shortest day of the year. It's the end of the influx of portal energy between 12/12 and 12/21. Now, portals can be considered as assistive energy for things that are already in alignment, okay? And that's the perspective that I am coming from when I'm discussing portal energies. What happens when we have a portal is if we are engaged in our soul growth, we are engaged in conscious of karmic patterns, karmic lessons, past life karma, soul group karma. We're each walking our individual path while we're contributing to collective energies. And what these portals do is offer an opportunity for, if you're in alignment, for this assistive energy to kind of level you up and support decisions that are in alignment with your purpose, with your path, with your mission. And this has been an incredibly transformative portal in terms of soul consciousness for the collective, but more specifically for starseeds. And I have been in and out of the records a few times. I have been pointed in specific directions to prepare this reading for you today. And so you may notice that there are some soul groups that I am not giving any transmissions for in this reading, and some that I have not previously, but I'm giving transmissions for today. So I am really, really excited about all of this material that I do have to share with you, that is channeled from the Akashic Records from each of these individual soul groups. And one of the things that you may notice is I'm going to split these soul groups into 7 transmissions rather than 8. And that is because Vega Starseeds and Sirian Starseeds missions are very much in alignment right now. So if you came across this reading, chances are there is something that you can gain from it. Another note that I'd like to make is that many soul groups, when we begin ascension, are willing to connect with us, are willing to channel through us. through our mediumship abilities, and they provide healing, guidance, all kinds of intuitive messages. And so one of the things that I wanted to just go ahead and throw out there is there are millions of folks that are connecting with Arcturian energy, and they do not happen to be members of the Arcturian soul group. That's okay, because Arcturians have developed these amazing modalities for healing that are blueprints for healing that have been shared throughout the universe. If we talk about these other soul groups, they have had contact with Arcturians and been guided by Arcturians. And so a lot of people may resonate with messages with the Arcturians, as an example, from soul groups that you may not have had incarnations with. But as you ascend, you are going to be on a more open channel and pick up on these energies, pick up on these messages, and be able to align yourself with the assistance of these different soul groups. So the soul groups that I will be discussing in this reading are Hadar Starseeds, Pleiadian Starseeds, Arcturian Starseeds, Vegan/Sirian Starseeds, Mintakan Starseeds, Nihal Starseeds, and Alpha Centaurians. So if you resonate with those soul groups, you know you're a member of that soul group, or those starseed traits resonate with you, check out the reading. Even if you have been identified as being a member of a different soul group, it's not to say that these energies are not working with you, through you, and that you don't have some type of agency in this mission for ascension of the collective, where coming into contact with people from that specific soul group are going to be beneficial for you and impart wisdom, knowledge, and perhaps even healing modalities. So I hope that you are as excited as I am. And for this next part of the reading, I will be getting into the messages channeled from the Akashic Records for the soul groups that I mentioned, as well as I was guided to pick specific oracle decks to deliver oracle messages for these soul groups. So I thank you so very much for all of your support. I am sending you so much strength, healing, love, and light. And I hope that you are really feeling the soul pull, really feeling the call to step into your divinity, because the time is now. Hello, my Vegan and Sirian Starseeds. I hope you are all doing so well. I have these two soul groups linked together for this reading for a very, very simple reason. And that is that Sirian Starseeds and Vegan Starseeds have had this shared human experience with the collective of planet Earth, wherein they were present for ascension. And so the energies that are coming through for these two soul groups at this time are very, very similar. And so I have decided to combine these messages. And Vegan Starseeds and Sirian Starseeds have a very specific role to play right now. And it's kind of a shared mission. And so for that reason, rather than giving individual readings for those soul groups, I have combined the reading for Vegan/Sirian Starseeds. So I have been in the Akashic Records recently and got some information about Vegan and Sirian Starseeds at this juncture with where the collective is at for ascension. First of all, I was guided to use the Soul's Journey Oracle deck and the Moonology deck, because this annular eclipse energy, manifestations for the new moon And those manifestations coming in with the full moon in January are going to be significant periods for Vegan and Sirian Starseeds, okay? The chakras that I'm picking up for both right now are the root and the crown chakra. And there's a specific reason for this. We do currently have this timeline split with the collective energy here on Earth. And for that reason, we are on the threshold of things changing significantly. Significantly. I cannot overemphasize how significantly things are about to shift. And for that reason, when we have a lot of change, a lot of shifts, we want to stay rooted. We want to stay grounded. Crown chakra is lit up because Vegan starseeds and Sirian starseeds are masters of innovative technology. So I'm getting a lot of tech, innovation. There's this cyclical relationship that the Vegan soul group and the Sirian soul group have mastered, where it's this feedback loop with human input with technology and the environment, and then back to more tech. And there's this constant sense of bettering the tech that we have, of introducing innovations in the way that we approach technology so that we are actually supporting the conscious development of the collective and not taking away from it by having technology build a barrier. And specifically what I'm getting for Vegan Soul Group and the Sirian Soul Group are that because you have this soul group history of a connection to what is present with your soul group, what is their present? Well, it's our future, but you're living in our present, and you have a memory of the past with your soul group, with Vega or with Sirius. And so there is this, just like this cycle between human input, environment, technology, human input, environment, technology. There's also this temporal loop of past, present, and future where, the separation between your previously incarnated reality and the one that you're finding yourself in now, the veil is getting thinner and thinner. And the specific reason for this is because you are being called up, especially if you are a Vegan or Sirian starseed that works in innovative technologies, environmental technologies. You are really, really, really being called upon to take those downloads, take that divine inspiration, take those soul memories, and manifest something for the collective during our ascension that will help in this process. And so in order to get that divine inspiration and to prepare yourself for this significant shift in our reality, I am getting that Vegan and Sirian starseeds need to spend time outside. It doesn't matter what season you're in, wherever you're located. Spending time outside, listening to the wind, listening to the sounds of birds or other animals, the wind through the trees, the wind through the grass, the wind kissing your face. All of these very earthy environmental things are going to ground you, but they're going to serve as, almost like inspiration for these technologies that are going to be present in your mind. These new ways of doing things, you're going to somehow draw inspiration from nature. And a lot of people tend to think of technology and nature being, polarized energies, and they're definitely not. So before you can plug yourself back in, innovate these new processes, these new products, these new ways of doing things with tech that are sustainable for our environment here on planet Earth, you're going to be challenged to unplug. Unplug from your tech to earth ground. Earth ground was a statement that I did receive from my guides while I was accessing your soul groups in the records. Now, this is going to be incredibly difficult for Sirian Starseeds in particular, because Sirians resonate very strongly with this sense that technology has been innovated to a point where it's very supportive of a 5D collective versus the way that it started to play out in its infancy, the way that technology has played out in its infancy here. As we're coming into this digital age and have been into it, there's been whole generations that are growing up in it now, that have this fingertip access to infinite information. And so there's kind of this dependency on that ease of access. And for Sirians in particular, it's very, very difficult to disconnect from your tech because you're not apt to abuse your tech the way that other folks that are vibrating at a lower frequency may do. You are literally using it to really connect with the Akashic force. And so this is a significant challenge for you because you are literally being asked to step away from tech, to center yourself, to meditate, to ground, to look at the natural world around you to find inspiration, and to assist you in developing environmentally sound, sustainable, assistive technology. So I was called, like I said, to use the Soul's Journey Oracle for you. And on the bottom of the deck, we have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. So again, root chakra energy here with all of this red. Tons and tons of root chakra energy. And so this is about getting back to the basics, taking time out, getting soul conscious, getting grounded, and really taking the downloads that you're getting, taking the messages that you're getting, finding the inspiration, creating thought experiments, and learning how to manifest it to draw it in to your current reality. So that is beautiful. And then on the bottom of the Moonology Oracle deck, we have Waxing Crescent Moon, have faith in your dreams. So what I want to point out is here's this butterfly, which is all about transformation. I talked about significant change. There's transformation coming. And some ideas that you had that may be quote unquote futuristic, those aren't so futuristic anymore. They're not going to be, because our whole consciousness is transforming, and you as part of that consciousness, part of that collective, are transforming as well. So let's go ahead and we'll get 3 messages from each deck. What are messages for the Vegan and Sirian soul groups? What are messages? One more, please. Vegan and Sirian soul groups. Wow. So you got that abundance again. So that is definitely a message for you. Again, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I'm really interested to see what comes up with the Moonology underneath it, because I will not be surprised if, like I said at the beginning, that this moon cycle, that your intentions, your manifestations are going to factor in. Oh, wow. This is absolutely amazing. So we have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And this is kind of a deep and abstract message, especially with at the beginning, I was discussing that Sirian and Vegan soul groups were seeds of humanity in our galaxy, and they predate humanity on Earth. And humanity was not a failed experiment in either of these places. As many of you know, Vega is located in the constellation of Lyra, and Sirius is the dog star in Canis Major. So this is a human legacy, a human tradition. And you are incarnated at this moment, at this transitionary period in the ascension of the collective on Earth, because you were witness to it in a previous incarnation, whether it was on Vega or Sirius, one of the Sirius planets. So there is a familiarity. You see yourself in everyone because you have had this human existence multiple times, but on other worlds as well. And there's a sense of pride in humanity in general, because if regardless of whether you're a Vegan or a Sirian Starseed, you have been witness to this ascension, and that it can be successful, that it can be implemented appropriately, and that it can be equitable and beneficial to everyone in the collective. And you're seeing it start to unfold here on Earth, and it does give you a sense of pride. And I'm getting that many of you are also very soul conscious and having reflections or past life memories that are giving you this sense of pride. You're not ashamed to be alive right now. You're happy to be alive. You're happy to be part of the change. And then we have regrets. I know that I cannot change the past. So this is another message, and a lot of sacral chakra energy here. What I'm definitely picking up from this message is that with all of this change that is coming, if there's anything that you haven't resolved, the rate at which the timeline is developing is like unfathomable. And so if you have unresolved business about something, someone, but I'm getting more like past life karma, use these opportunities that have been orchestrated by you or by the universe for you to resolve this stuff so that you can move forward and you don't have to carry regret. Regret is a lower frequency emotion. It comes from the woulda, coulda, shoulda. And you as Vegan and Sirian Starseeds are doers and shakers. Woulda, coulda, shoulda energy is just not conducive to your soul group or to Ascension, which you are participating in an incarnation now because you wanted to be part of that experience. So you may have soul consciousness from past life situations, but if there is karma that needs to be resolved, now is the time to do it, because you're not just here to witness the collective ascension. You are here to be part of it. So let's get Moonology Oracle messages. We have one already. Let's get another one. Two more for the Vegan and Sirian Starseeds. Vegan and Sirian Starseeds, please. Vegan and Sirian Starseeds. And I love to use this Moonology Oracle. Those of you that identify as Sirian Starseeds likely have a planet or placement that is at 13 degrees Cancer or 13 degrees Capricorn. All right. Oh my gosh, your messages are freaking amazing. So, your first is full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. So, again, unplug from the tech. Practicality, it serves a practical purpose in the day-to-day. But that was the first one that came out. So coming out under this grounding, under abundance, out of pulling things from the Akasha, from the ether, and bringing them into, manifesting them into reality, requires you to have some kind of spiritual communion. And, you know, humans and the environment, humanity as a life form and the environment have such a symbiotic relationship that even as we go into a technological advancement to support our consciousness, we still have to connect with that very essential first relationship after the divine. Okay, we connected through the divine, but how did we commune with the divine? In nature, in spiritual practice. So unplugging, this is very, very necessary here. And I'm getting, with that being a full moon card coming out, here we have this upcoming full moon, January 21st, that you really need to address that before January 21st. So this is December 21st. Between December 21st and January 21st, you really need to take that spiritual time where you have unplugged, where you're grounded, where you've spent time in nature, because you're going to draw a significant inspiration from that. Next out, we have new moon. A new start is coming. A new start is coming. So I'm being guided to switch the new moon and the full moon. So even so, okay, I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire into the physical reality, and then a new start is coming. You are really using the law of attraction to pull in that change. And if you start working on it with the new moon, January 6th, you're going to see a manifestation of it. And also with the balancing spirituality and practicality, pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You see yourself in everyone because you have had a previous human incarnation in another system. You see and feel the pulse of humanity. You understand that humanity is a shared experience. You also know, because you have come from a period where human technology was so much more advanced, that there still has to be a spiritual practice in order to maintain the vibration that the collective is headed to. And last but not least, we have mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. That's another message about regret. So like I said, I could really perceive that there is a temporal aspect to this regret card, that you're either feeling pushed to resolve some things right now, or you may think, well, I kind of am regretful about that, but I'll deal with it later. You're being told now is the time. Nothing's set in stone. It's not promised that you will have the time to address that later, because energies come in and shift and could be taking you in a completely different direction. So Vegan and Sirian Starseeds, I am really getting that the law of attraction and manifestation are very, very powerful with your soul group for the next month. So whatever we're wanting to release, I'm getting that the annular eclipse is significant there. So if you want to not carry regret forward and have that lower frequency kind of dragging you down from really taking off, recognize that nothing is set in stone. There's an element of impermanence. And we did talk about this significant change. So really address that now. Recognize that you have this beautiful understanding of the human soul. And it unites you to all other human souls from any place. And that part of humanity is balancing and keeping in touch with that spirituality. Not just living in our day-to-day world. Because in a perfect world, technology would assist us to give us more time for spirituality, not pull us away from it in genuine human contact. And then again, you have so much power to manifest this new start. You are abundant. You are limitless. So open yourself up. Take this time to unplug and ground in nature and see what is being brought into you that you can then manifest and pull into our reality for the collective. So I hope that those messages resonated with you, my darling vegan and Sirian Starseeds. If you resonated with these messages, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell for updates on the newest content. You can also schedule a personal reading or follow me on Instagram. All of that information is in the description box below. And so until next time, my beautiful vegan and Sirian Starseeds, I am sending you so much power of manifestation, inspiration, healing, love, and light. Bye-bye.